Alrighty, let me just get this jammer off real quick. Alright, we've got a lot of stuff to look at today. I hope my mic's on. It is, nice. Yeah, we've got a bunch of stuff to look at. Actually, a bunch of stuff. There's a lot, like, I don't think I fathom just how much shit I've got to look at today. I've got, how many tabs have I got open? 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5 tabs open right now. And to be fair, most of those tabs are really small, other than the last tab, which is, oh my god, that's large. That is a large fucking tab right there. I think it's still getting updated as I'm streaming too, so there's still stuff being added to it. This is like some character animations put on there now or some shit. Jeez. Oh my god, a bunch of sleeves been added to that page? My god. Yeah, what? That is a Jam elevator tune, okay. Why am I wearing a jumper on a day that was like 37 degrees? Oh god, I probably shouldn't show that. Thank god, thank god I had my fucking other screen up, because I think I just showed my fucking location. Oh god, that would have been bad. Let's not do that again. Oh god. Thank god face cam. Holy. Low-key's update being the Master Anniversary? What do you mean low-key? Have you seen the Master Anniversary? They never add like fucking nothing. They give like one structure deck and that's about it. One structure deck and yep, call it a day. I'm muted? I'm unmuted. Huh? Microphone? Oh, now we're good as I unplugged it and plugged it back in. Wait, I'm not muted on YouTube, I was just muted on Twitch. Interesting. Okay, so Twitch chat decided to be muted. Nice. Good stuff, Twitch. Awesome. Anyway, let's look at some fucking cards, okay? That's enough of this stalling, okay? Let's look at some cards. So, I know it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but there is some Rush Duel stuff to go through first, okay? I have to cover it because I feel like I'd be a douchebag not to cover the Rush Duel stuff on the Duel Links channel. So there is some Rush stuff, and then we'll go through the other stuff as well. Because we've got a box as well as a billion different skills and shit to go through for actual Speed Duel. We've got some anniversary things, some unlocks for some dude. Then we've got some Rush stuff and some more Rush stuff. So yeah, we're going to cover everything. So yeah, refresh if it's for some reason not working. Alright, so first things first. We'll go through the Rush content first, alright? So starting with the Rush content. We've got a Rush structure deck, which by the looks of things is Konami deciding to have a panic attack about how badly Rush Duel is going. So they've made it so that you don't need to go into the box to be able to play the game. That's what this looks like to me. This looks like a giga panic attack. They're like, okay, you just have to buy this structure deck and you can play Rush Duel. Just please play our game. That's what it looks like to me. Because my god, this structure deck, it's got some stuff in it, okay? It's got some stuff in it. So first thing you'll notice about the structure, a lot of people are already putting it in the chat, is it has the Beast engine in here. For you guys that have quit Rush Duel or stopped playing Rush Duel for a while, since the Unicorn and other, is it Psychic stuff? I've actually forgotten what it is. Since the Seahorse got limited, a lot of people, most people, have swapped to playing the Beast engine instead. So they've stuck the Beast engine in a structure deck, which is Really cool to see. I didn't expect Konami to do something like this, but they basically made it so that if you buy this structure deck, you don't need to go into the box anymore to get the beast stuff, which is awesome. And you'll notice it's 3 times of each from one structure. So you buy it once and you've got the package, which is kind of crazy. So even at 1 copy, you get the full beast stuff. They also reprinted the barrier again, and they've also given us, which is a new card, I think. This is new, right? Yeah, it is. Yeah, this new card, Curtain of Sparks. So this card says, when an opponent's monster declares an attack and you have a spellcast type monster in your graveyard, the attacking monster loses 500 attack until the end of this turn. So basically a power creates version of the barrier, but you don't get the little recycling thing from it. So nice. We another trap card you can play if you don't want to just play the barrier, or you can play the barrier and this card as well, whatever you feel like. But that's not the main advantage of this this here structure deck. There are some pretty good cards up the top here. Beast has one for free. I don't think it has a free one. I don't think so. I think the free one was for like the anniversary thing, and this is just a release. What's the beast package? It's literally the same as this one, but you're doing it with beast stuff. That's literally it. So if you know how this Seahorse Carrier stuff works, it's the same thing. This thing just gives you back these dudes from graveyard. That's all it is. Alright, so let's go through the other new cards. So the first one is Magic Curtain. Pay 1,000 life points. Special summon one spellcast type monster from your hand face up onto your field. It cannot be destroyed by your opponent's trap effects this turn. So this card is really good. It's essentially, this means you don't have to have any tributes for a tribute summon. So this sort of takes the place of having 1 tribute, because obviously if you had a monster in place of this, you could have used it as your tribute summon or tribute material. So this effectively counts as like having 2 tributes, sort of. So you activate this thing, summon your dude from hand, and that card is going to be immune to trap effects. So obviously, yeah, the best card in the game, completely immune to it. So you're going to be seeing this in like every Seven's Road Magician deck, every Dark Magician deck, every Dark Sword Magician deck. You're going to see this everywhere. This card is really good, as it counters the best trap card in the game that's played in every single deck list. So very, very strong card. No need for Witch to special summon Seven's Road. I've seen a couple people post that, but I think you guys need to realize that the skill for Seven's Road requires to have a 1600 attack dude boosted, right? Or something? I'm pretty sure the skill requires you to have this card on the field, or like a 1600 attack monster on field to boost. So if you want to use the skill still, you're probably still going to play this card anyway. So you're not going to cut that card for it. You're just going to play them both probably. Like, I wouldn't cut the card for it, I don't think you cut it. But anyway, I'm not a super rush duel expert, so I don't know. Or any level 6. Yeah, but that one has the advantage of being able to special summon as well. Like, you're not always going to draw this card, so you might as well have it. Yeah, 6 cards to cheat out rather than 3 is kind of cool. Anyway, moving on. We have Light Sorcerer of Sanctity. Pay 300 life points. 1 face-up monster on your opponent's field loses attack equal to the number of face-up light attribute spellcast type monsters on your field times 300 until the end of this turn. So just a nice level 4 that can reduce attack. Cool. That's already a pretty good effect. How many is it? Was it light? Light attribute. So it doesn't really work with the. I'm not even sure what light attribute spellcasters it is referring to. Aren't they all dark? What light attribute spellcasters exist other than itself? Loading, loading. And this guy's one. Oh god, it's these guys. Oh god. Lamoon. Not really that many, honestly. So I might not use this card, depending on if depending on how the decks end up looking. Yeah, it does feel kind of counterintuitive with everything being dark, so this one might not see play. Depends on just how much spellcasters you end up running in these decks. Because you're playing like the beast package stuff, you're probably going to play a bunch of beasts anyway, so you're probably not going to need a bunch of low-level spellcaster dudes like this, so probably not going to see that much play. Not a bad card, I just don't think there's enough spellcasters for it yet. Maybe I'm wrong, don't know. I'll find out about that one later. Alright, next up we have the limited to 3. Anything game-breaking for us, Duel? Hell yeah, I'm about to read you a card that's game-breaking. This card is disgusting. Dark Soul Magician. If the number of face-up level 7 or higher monsters on your opponent's field exceeds the number of monsters on your field, you can special summon this card from your hand. Or special summon this card, your hand, yeah, special summon it. So first thing you'll notice is this is like the first card we've gotten in Rush Duel that just summons itself. There's literally no, you missed Shaman? Huh? Oh, this guy, I'll go through him later. This guy, okay, this guy, you have nothing on the field, he just summons himself. Absolutely crazy. 2500 attack, put him on the field whenever you feel like it, as long as your opponent has a big dude on field. That's a very scary effect for Rush Duel, because this essentially means you've got a big beater, who doesn't take up any tribute cost. That's actually pretty crazy. So I do suspect this card will see a lot of play in decks that can play it, because obviously it's limited to 3, so you can't play it with Dragius, and you can't play it with your 7's Road Magician, which a lot of people want to play with Magic Curtain, so you might not end up playing this card as much. But if you want to play like a pure spellcaster deck, like with the Dark Magician skill, then yeah, this card will see a lot of play in that. Only issue is, oh no, because 7's Road isn't even limit 3, right? I think I had this in, I think someone told me this in the Discord. I forget this thing isn't even limit 3. You can literally put this in 7's Road. My god. Yeah, I think 7's Road is looking like the best deck in the game after reading all this stuff. Because I haven't even read the rest of the effect yet. Hang on, let me read the rest of it to you real quick. If you have 6 or more spell cards in your graveyard, this card cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. So, how many spell cards are we likely to run in this deck? I don't know, because there isn't that many spell cards to choose from. There's a couple of new level up reward things which we'll talk about in a second. But you've got Monster Reincarnation. You'll have 3 of the new spell. Where the hell is it? What's the page? 3 of the new spell. Not sure if we can realistically get the requirements of this card easy. So it's probably mostly just going to be for the big beat stick. But yeah. That's basically it. And I've also got one more new card, and that is the Shining Shaman. Send the face-up card from the field to the graveyard. 1 face-up level 4 lower spellcaster monster on your field can attack directly this turn. Cool card. I don't think we'll see that much play outside of, I don't know if there's some deck that needs a level 2 spellcaster or something. Just because I think Rush Duel's too much about resource management right now than just having a dude that can let your dudes hit directly. So I don't think this guy will see much play. Could be wrong, but I don't think they'll see much play. Yeah, so this structure deck, overall though, this structure deck is incredible, because if you don't have, like, if you're literally brand new to Rush Duel and you don't want to spend much on the game, you just buy this structure deck and you can basically play Rush Duel. Even at 1 copy, this is an insane value structure deck. Just 1 copy gives you the full beast package. Yeah, it's insane copy. Insane. Alright. Is a light spellcaster coming with the other guy? That is true. Alright, so next up on the agenda, so we'll sort of speed through the Rush Duel stuff a little bit. We have the 7's 20 to 35 cap increase. That's right, 20 to 35. That is a gigantic leap. That is, I think it's written down here how many gems that is. 1,150 gems for the remaining slots. That's per character, right? So holy, that's a lot of gems. That's literally like 6,000 gems there, nearly 7,000 gems from just being added to the game right there. So even if you know a Rush Duel play, you should be excited about this, because that's a buttload of gems you just got. Holy. Free-to-play players, I should be excited about that one. Also, we got some skill chips and skill tickets, and yeah, I don't care about the rest of that. Alright, then we have the actual cards themselves. Now I'm going to speed run these cards because, spoiler alert, these ones are literally all the same outside of minor differences. Okay, so this card is Magical Stream. When you have a face-up spellcaster on the field, destroy one spell and trap card on your opponent's field. Then we have this one. You have face-up Dragon-type monster. Guess what? Destroy one spell and trap card on your opponent's field. Alright, then we have Psychic. If you have face-up Psychic-type monster, this one, it pays life points and it only places it on top of the deck. So it doesn't destroy it, it just moves it. Then we have Genie Fire Breath, whatever this card's name is. If you have a Fiend-type monster on the field, return a card to hand. So just weaker version of all the other ones. And then we have Hydration. You have 2 or more face-up Aqua-type monsters, gain 500 life points, and they destroy one spell and trap card. So basically, they just added all this spell and trap card removal to the game for if you want to play it. I'm not gonna lie though, I'm not super keen on these cards, just because I feel like don't we already have a generic spell and trap card removal spell in the game, and it doesn't see that much play? So until we actually get like some heavy back row in the game that isn't just widespread, I don't think these are gonna see that much play. Yeah. Goodbye Hammercross and Ghost Cyclone. I mean, that's the thing, is Ghost Cyclone any worse than these cards? Not really. And if Ghost Cyclone isn't really seeing that much play, are these going to see that much play? Probably not. I think there'll be a point in time when these will see a lot of play, and that's when there's actually like back row to remove. But at the moment, it's probably not going to see that much play, I don't think. Also, these are free to play, and Cyclone is expensive, so that's also something else. Is Ghost Cyclone that restrictive? I thought Ghost Cyclone just doesn't give you the draw. I thought it was just always good to remove back row though. You have no monsters on your field. That's not that restrictive. I don't know. I just don't see these cards being that much more impactful than the ones we already have. Especially considering the Hammer Crush skill exists, and people probably still be playing the Hammer Crush skill with the Hammer Crush card. I think he runs. I mean, the fact that those 2 cards don't see that much play outside of one's using a skill and the other one is just, we don't have that much back row to be targeting, so. You guys lagging? Are you? I don't see any drops on my end. At least OBS doesn't tell me I got any. Oh, are you lagging, chat? I don't want to keep going through the review if we're lagging at the moment. Hang on. My God, why is chat so far behind as well? Seems to be fine on my end. Alright, well, moving on. Moving on to the other card that's actually different. Okay, so this one isn't just a spell card back removal thing. Alright, we've got Shitotsu, the Talismanic Warrior. Requirements. If the only face-up monsters on your field are warrior-type monsters, place 1 card from your hand on the bottom of the deck. Spell summon one warrior-type monster with 1000 attack and 1000 defense from your graveyard to your field in face-up defense position. So this is fantastic at unbricking hands, because you summon this thing, you take one of those big dudes in your hand that you don't need, because obviously if you've ever played Warrior before, you'll know there is a buttload of just high-level monsters you want to play. This thing can take one of those, put it back in the deck, and instead bring out one of the dudes from the graveyard, so you can easily make yourself 2 tributes to summon out your big guys. So I think this will see actually a lot of play inside of the Warrior deck, of course. It will see a lot of play. Yeah, very nice card. But as for the spell cards, I don't think they'll see that much play. Maybe you'll play some more of them just so you can fill out the requirements for what's his face. Although, I don't know. Sports Dragon. Alright, so that's it for the Rush Duel content. And of course, like we've said, an extra 1,150 gems for every single character, meaning we've got like 7,000 plus more gems to work with if you're a free-to-play player, so you should be happy with that. So get leveling, boys. Alright, moving on. We have an event coming up for a pickup box and an unlock event for Misa. Alright, so new cards that have been announced. We've got Galaxy Stealth Dragon, 2 level 4 monsters. Once per turn, you can attach one material from this card, spell or summon one dragon-type monster from your hand. Your opponent cannot target other Galaxy cards you control with card effects. Also, those cards cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Alright. Actually, not a bad effect. I'm not sure where we would play this right now, because I don't think the... I'd be surprised if Galaxy Eyes needs a summon from hand, but... honestly, not the worst. I've seen worse cards before. But I don't think there's any spots for this thing right now. To be fair, there is like... spoiler alert for later on, but there is like 6 billion different Galaxy skills to read through. So maybe one of these would actually prefer to use level 4s for some reason. So who knows if this turns out to be useful. But yeah, for the moment, I don't think it's going to be that great just because there isn't any targets for it, really. Good card though, but just not a whole lot to use it on yet. SA skills, oh yeah, we're gonna be reading fucking it's the thesauruses trying to go through these new skills. Okay, then we have Galactic Spiral Dragon, whatever the hell this thing is. While this card is in your hand or graveyard, if you control 2 or more light and or dark monsters, you can spell or summon this card in defense position. Don't banish it when it leaves the field. During your main phase, you can make all monsters you currently control become level 8 until the end of this turn. Alright, so this card is not going to see play at all, and no one cares about it. So, yeah, so if you want to play this event, you're probably just going to farm the unlock for the character. You're going to grab this card maybe if you really want it, and don't bother with this thing. And then we're getting a pickup box, which is confirmed to have Galaxy Eyes cards at the minimum for these cards here. So if you're missing any of the Galaxy Eyes stuff, I'm assuming it's going to be in the box. Yeah. Spiral Dragon is Is this thing crazy? What makes it crazy? You have to already control 2 more monsters for a special summon. I don't know about that one. That sounds not that great to me. Isn't the entire deck already level 8? Why do we need another card to make things level 8? I mean, unless you're playing this in something that isn't Galaxy Eyes. In Galaxy Eyes, your entire deck is level 8 already. It works at level 4 spam? Okay, I mean, if you want to play a level 4 variant, I guess. But I'm pretty sure Galaxy Eyes isn't going to be a level 4 variant. At least that's what I got from it. Well, I haven't really read most of the skills as much. Spirit summon your level 4s, then that's... Okay, so you're talking about a 3-card combo there, are we? A 3-card combo that relies on you specifically drawing this card. And if you don't draw this card, you're not making level 8s, which sounds really bad. Makes level 8 for Tachyon Dragon. I'm the entire. Have you guys not played Galaxy Eyes in like current Duel Links? That deck makes level 8s without having something to make things level 8. We don't need a level 8 adjuster to make Tachyon Dragon. We just make the Tachyon Dragon. It's not even searchable. You're relying on a rank 4 engine to make a level 8, and you have to hard draw your thing to make them level 8. If you don't hard draw it, you're not making level 8s in your level 8 deck. I don't see why you'd use this in Galaxy Eyes. At least not a level 8 variant. It makes no sense. The only place you'd put this is some like rank 4 spam deck thing, but then you're not making rank 4. I don't know. It sounds so ugh. A skill puts it in the graveyard. Oh, well, that makes it a bit better then. If there's a skill designed around it, that would make it a bit better. If there's a skill designed around it specifically, that makes it a hell of a lot better. Yeah, right, we'll go through that one later on then. Wherever it is, it's somewhere in here, I guess. Hey, Raisin? It was 4 months? Thank you for the 4-month sub, buddy. Hey, 4 months with you. I don't have Galaxy Eyes. I abuse Ebola Eyes, aka Sphere Karibo. Ebola Eyes? Thanks for the 4 months, buddy, though. Appreciate it. Trading go burr. Trading will be going burr. Didn't old Galaxy Eyes make it level 8 with the skill? It just made them level... The cards were just level 8 anyway. But yeah, if there's some skill to make it specifically for like a Tachyon Dragon deck or some shit, then it makes a lot more sense. The best skills from Misa restrict your main deck monsters? What's that? Does that stop this? Is that what you're saying, Harrier? Anyway, let's move on. So we'll talk about this card, I guess, later on when we go through some skills that are meant to be good for it. Alright, then we have a celebration campaign, which for some reason is in 5 days, but has a card that's basically designed for the new structure deck. That is out in game right now, by the way. Absolutely no fucking idea why Konami decided they had to delay these two for fucking 5 days or whatever the hell it is. For a card that's being... for a structure deck that's just been released. Kind of absurd, but anyway. To be fair, yeah, I don't know. It's pretty dumb. So we've got a new Black Cluster Soldier alternate art thing, I think. Wait, is this even a... Wait. Wait, this is a normal monster. Isn't this thing normally a ritual monster? Wait a minute. Huh? Wait, there's a Black Cluster Soldier normal monster? That's the thing? They can do that? Wait, can you even play... Are you... Wait, are you allowed to play this card and this card in the same deck? Aren't they both Black Cluster Soldier? Does this prevent you playing the two in the same deck? You can play 3 when you literally can't play 3 of this and 3 of this, it won't let you. That is very depressing. Oh god, that's depressing. Funny, but very depressing. Alright, well, there you go. Get shit on. That's so stupid. That is really dumb. Anyway, so they got the Rush Duel card, which for some reason isn't in the game yet. Your opponent cannot attack other face-up spellcast type monsters, and this is a legend card, and the reason it's a legend is because it has 1600 attack for a level 4. So this thing beats over everything else in the game currently. But spoiler alert, there's actually a there's a bigger one coming actually somewhere in here. I think there's one leaked. Where was he? There he is. There's a bigger one coming. Literally already power crept. Feels bad, man. The red link chicken wing? The what reason? The hell's a red link? Alright, so moving on to the actual stuff. Alright, so we've gone through all the rush content, we've gone through the other stuff. Let's have a look at the, we'll refresh this because it's been updated rapidly. Alright, so we'll save the box to last, and we'll go through everything else first. Alright, so let's take a look at some of these skills. There are a lot of paragraphs to read here, so bear with me, boys. I've got a lot of paragraphs to go through. Actually, we'll start from the bottom of the page, fuck it. We'll just go through look at some things that are on here. What's on here? Some things, some sleeves. Wait, is this the first mat we're getting in Duel Links without the fucking Duel Links logo? It just has this thing instead? Holy, a non-Duel Links logo mat being added to the game? Oh my god. That's crazy. Actually a sick mat though. God damn, that is a nasty looking mat. Holy, look at it. It's so good. Wait, it has cards on it that aren't even in the fucking... There's literally Nibiru on there. Here's a mystery reactions in your rush. You have to scroll. Yeah, you did miss it. You have to go back and look at the stream for that one. This is an actually really good looking mat. Holy. Alright, then we've got this one, this one, this one, and another one without the logo. Though I think this one goes a bit harder, not gonna lie. Yuki and Kaiba, they're pretty cool, but this goes a little bit harder. Yeah, this one goes a little bit harder. I'll actually probably be using this mat if it's not a paid for one. Alright, we got some... Ooh. They just fucking stretched the logo over it. But this one lets you see more cards. This one kind of covers up the cards. So I do actually like this one. I might like this one a little bit more. Like this one a little bit more than this one, because I like seeing all the cards in the background. What the hell? There's a lot of cards that are just not in Duel Links. Huh? What's that guy doing there? Please check the structure deck description in game. The structure deck description? Alright, hang on. Hang on. This better be amusing. I've been told to check something in game. This better be amusing. Structure deck description. Nibiru released soon? Could be. Is that a leak? Is Konami leaking fucking Nibiru being added to the game? Alright, so where is the description we're talking about? Are we talking in the thing? With the power inherited from the great dark magician, the student is ready to overtake the master. Yeah, where's the description we're talking about? More lag? God fucking damn it. Wait, so where's the, where was the, what description did you want me to read, buddy? What am I reading here? Dark Magician Girl? Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. A fusion monster that can be fusion summoned by using Queen's Knight, Jack's Knight, and King's Knight. Holy, once per turn, when a monster effect or spell or trap card is activated against this card in the field, you can discard the same type to negate it? Wait, that's a crazy fusion monster. They added, holy shit, they're giving fusion to Rush Duel already? That was quick. Yeah, wait. By discarding one card from your hand, you can special summon Queen's Knight, Jack's Knight. That's That's a community post I'll save for later on. Right there. Yep, that's a save. What the fuck? I see a new copy pasta coming out of that though. Imagine every single time someone summons Dark Magician Girl, their copy pasta starts where they just spam this in the chat. That'd be so fucking funny. If you should summon monster. Oh my god. Anyway, thank you for pointing that out. so stupid. Alright. Back to the main purpose of the stream though. Alright, what else have we got in here? I've got some sleeves for these dudes. That's pretty cool. And then we've got the skills. So let's take a look at some of these skills. Alright. Cosmic Scourge descends, or Scar. Alright, how do you pronounce that? At the beginning of your first turn, play one Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon to your field from outside of your deck. I assume this is an event skill. Just like this one, because I think this one's an event skill too. So I assume this is an event skill. Galactic War. The following effects can be used once per turn and once per duel. Play one Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon to your field from outside your deck. Can only be used if Galaxy Eyes Dragon type is on the field. Triple the attack. Okay, these are all just event skills. So I think these two are just event skills. I assume this one is as well. Neo Peak Performance. Is this one? What's this do? Can be used after your second turn before you normal draw if you have no field spell cards on your field. Place one mountain face up on both fields. What? Oh, okay. Peak performance, but gives both players a mountain. Right. I don't really see the use of this. That's very, very specific. Because it's second turn and onward, too. I know there's a new card coming that needs to have a field spell card on the field to use it. But I don't think this helps with that. Oh, it helps a little bit. I mean, yeah, it is plus 200, I guess. On your second turn. It also can destroy field spells, so maybe if Necro Valley became really annoying, you could play this just to remove your opponent's Necro Valley. Yeah, used to remove Necro Valley. It's literally a Necro Valley remover, I guess. After an entire turn has passed, though. Yeah, I think this one's we're gonna pass on this one, but good to see, by the way, though, that Konami are still continuing their trend of adding these like decent, but like good generic skills to the game. Because we liked all the other ones, like level 5 reload, the life point boost that gives you Avramax, always the MST one, plenty of good little skills they're giving us. So I'm happy to see skills like this, even if they're not particularly that good. Yeah, anti-zombie world, anti-Necro Valley, that kind of stuff. The skills gonna be hitting on the ban list sooner or later. We haven't read them yet. We can't tell. We can't say they're gonna be on the ban list before we even read them. Stop blue ball and get to the cards? Hell no. This is the ad revenue I need. People watching this stream, man. Come on. Gotta get that ad revenue going. Also, I actually want to go through all the skills as well. Alright, a galactic battle. Can be used when a Galaxy Eyes Exceeds monster exists on the field. That is a weird wording, but okay. So if a card exists on the field, during your draw phase, instead of conducting your normal draw, send all cards but Galaxy Exceeds monsters on both players' fields to the graveyard. After using this skill, this turn will end. Funny ass skill. Very funny skill, but that's so funny actually. It's a very silly skill, but I don't think it's good. Wait, is it all cards? Oh, it removes back row as well. It's probably not good, but it sounds very funny. It just removes everything. Yeah, probably not gonna see any play, but it's kind of funny. All right, moving on. Tachyon Transmigration. Oh, is this an event skill? It might be an event skill too. I don't. It'd be kind of weird it's an event skill considering all these ones are kind of different ordered. But it could be an event skill. You might be right. Alright, moving on. Next skill, we have Tachyon Transmigration. Can only be used when you have a number monster on your field with 107 in its name that activated their effect 2 or more times. So, which one's 107? Is that Tachyon? That is Tachyon. Or either of these. Set 1, Tachyon Transmigration. Is that the counter trap card? So we went through these the other day, I think. How the fuck do you spell Tachyon? T-A-K? High brain damage? Tac. T-A-C-H. E. It is the counter trap, okay. To your field from outside your deck. This skill can only be used once per duel if you begin the duel with the deck fulfilling the conditions. Monsters in your deck are only Dragon type. Monsters in your extra deck are only Dragon type Xyz monsters. Alright, so this skill seems good because it gives you your dude, but it requires you to have used the effects of these guys, which I'm pretty sure Tachyon and this guy are both battle phase effects. Or at least this guy's a battle phase effect. And I think there's going to be better skills than this one out there. Because I'm pretty sure there's another skill in here, at least from the leaks there was. In the previous wave of the leaks. That was another skill that lets you set this card. That didn't just, that wasn't not as great as this one. So I think there's going to be a better skill coming up for this stuff. I should probably actually read through the stuff if you guys that haven't seen it yet. So we'll check out the I'll read through the Tachyon trap card and the these two. So Tachyon Transmigration. If you control a Galaxy-Eyes monster, negate the activations of your opponent's spell and trap cards and monster effects activated before this card in this chain. And if you do, shuffle the negated cards on the field into the deck. If you control a Galaxy-Eyes Tachyon Dragon monster, you can activate this card from your hand. Very insane card. Very insane card. So already it's going to be a negate. And that's before having you actually need to have Tachyon on the field for the negate part. You only need Tachyon on the field if you want to have this thing in your hand. Like you use it as a hand trap. So this works in standard Galaxy Eyes, it works in Tachyon stuff. And it can negate multiple things potentially. Like if you activate a crackdown on an opponent's monster and your opponent tries to activate something to stop that, like an MST or something, you could chain this to the MST to negate that, and the crackdown will still go through to yoink your opponent's stuff. So, very strong card. No fluffy. Yeah, this card is very strong. And there's going to be multiple skills that search for this thing. Speaking of a card of all time, we've got Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. Once per battle phase, at the start of your battle phase, you can attach one material from this card. All other face-up monsters currently on the field have their effects negated. Also, their attack and defense become their original attack and defense. And if you have any of these during the battle phase this turn, each time an opponent's card effect resolves, this card gains 1,000 attack until the end of the battle phase. Also, can make a second attack during each battle phase this turn. Alright. So this card's actual effect is a battle phase effect. So it doesn't really matter all that much. There are some sort of uses for it, I guess. Like, if your opponent has a Cosmo monster on the field, this makes your Cosmo monsters targetable. This can be used on... there's a few cards that just are annoying. Like the Mayakashi spell card that's when face up reduces attack. This thing can just say no to that. If Zombie World becomes popular, it can negate the field spell, I guess. Negate you Bell, yes, true. So... Yeah, it's not that great of an effect though. So this thing's really going to need to be carried by skills, I reckon, if you want to play a deck based around this. So we'll check out some more skills on this in a second, I hope. Then we have this card, which is also a target for this skill as well. Your number C107 Neo Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. Alright, 3 level 9 monsters. Once per turn, you can attach one Season 0 from this card. Until the end of this turn, negate the effects of all other face-up cards currently on the field. Also, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects on the field if this card has number 107 mobilized material or gains this effect. You can tribute 2 monsters. This card can make up to 3 attacks on monsters during each battle phase of this turn. 4,500 attack. So this card is really cool looking, but I think to get 2 monsters on field to summon this thing out. So to summon this thing out, use a rank up spell to get it bigger. Then you have to have 2 more monsters on either side of it to tribute. I don't think you're going to be getting the 3 attacks off with this thing anytime soon. The once per turn, if it was a quick effect, would be insane, but it's not a quick effect, so your opponent can just respond to this by flipping it face down or or just crackdowning it or whatever, IDPing it, whatever. So it's a cool card, but I still think you need skills to make this deck work, because I don't think this card by itself does a whole lot. It's just not a quick effect. If it was a quick effect, it'd be insane. Your opponent cannot activate effects on the field is pretty cool. If there's some way to just... no, your opponent can always respond to this. I don't know. It's cool, but I don't think there's any... Both these cards aren't really that great. They're really going to need skills to make them better. Yeah, and you need a rank up to get it out, so even more resources. So if there's no skill that gives you like a rank up to rank it up easier, or there's... I don't know. Anyway, I don't even know if we're getting that card. I just assumed we are because the skill mentions 107 in its name, so I assume that these are the only 2 monsters with 107. Alright, I rule over every dragon. Let's see what this is. Can be used when the only monsters on your field are 2 dragon-type light monsters. All monsters on your field are set to level 8 until the end of this turn. On the turn you use this skill, you can only spell or summon rank 8 to 9 dragon-type Xyz monsters. If you set a deck that fulfills the conditions and begin the duel, the skill can be used once per turn. Wait, if you set a deck that fulfills the following conditions and begin the duel, the skill can only be used once per duel. What? Why is it worded so? This thing can be used more than once per duel? What? Huh? Monster your deck only dragon type, blah blah blah, and some other stuff. Yeah, I'm not super keen on this skill either. I mentioned this when this skill was leaked before, because this skill was leaked, already leaked. We don't really need level adjusting skills in the game, because most decks in the game function without them. Because most decks now just have the levels you already required, like in Galaxy Eyes, you generally already had the level 8s. Even with the Tachyon stuff, or whatever the hell it was that you guys were mentioning earlier, with the drop rewards that's coming out, that new card, it can adjust levels itself to make things level 8. So you don't really need skills like this. So, another lag? For fuck's sake, is it? Mistranslations might be. Yeah, so I don't think we'll need this. I don't think we need things based around skill level adjusting, because I think we're already going to have cards that do that for us. Or we won't need it, because we'll just summon level 8s to